So we've been talking a lot about Kingdom Hearts in the past couple days, ever since the massive surprise reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4, as well as Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. And we got even more information to talk about here in this video. We talked about a bunch of information, confirmed details and things like that in a previous video. And if you guys missed that one, I will link that down in the description below so you guys can go check that out. But I want to cover some of the other information that has come out since then, a little bit of an update, and some of it may be repeating certain things in different ways. Other things is brand new and all that good stuff as well. So make sure you guys smash the like button if you guys are excited for the future of Kingdom Hearts. I'm a massive Kingdom Hearts fan, so I will definitely always be covering Kingdom Hearts here on the channel, but I do of course cover a variety of gaming content. We talk about the games and play the games here on the channel, but again, Kingdom Hearts, we're always going to come back to it, whether it's, you know, theories and lore and reveals and reactions and gameplays and walkthroughs and guides, you name it, I'll have it for you guys. So let's jump into this, my friends. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are new around here, and let's get started. Let's get started with Missing Link, because I want to jump into that. So Nomura actually started working on Missing Link before Union Cross concluded, so it's been a little bit since he's been working on that. He says it has action like in the main line series, excuse me. So again, it has kind of like that similar action that you'd find in games like, you know, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, Birth by Sleep, and, you know, Dream Drop Distance, all the mainline games, if you will, right? We already mentioned this, but it supports battles with up to 6 players. Screen, again, can be viewed in portrait or landscape mode, which we've mentioned. It is set during a blank time period between Union Cross and Dark Road, so it fills in some gaps between those two games. A story that connects all of the mysteries up until now. As we've already mentioned previously, some of the keywords are the multi-layered city of Skala and Kalem, founder Ephemer, secret society of Keyblade wielders, and everything is connected. Beta testing scheduled for fall 2022. There are 2 systems. One is a story mode that where you will basically advance through quests, and the other is a walking mode like Pokemon Go and whatnot. As fans can imagine, Nomura doesn't particularly like AR games, and he also doesn't want to walk, and no players wouldn't be receptive to it either if it was required. So he made it possible to play the game in the comfort of your own home, so you don't have to walk around. There's going to be an option to do it without walking around. There's going to be a base where you can kind of go out into the world map and explore, collect pieces, which can be set onto your Keyblade to enhance abilities. These pieces take the form of figurines, kind of like what you see in the trailer when the player uses an ability. You start quests from the base and complete them to advance the story. Quests and world map are 2 of the main components of the game, and Nomura also talked about dreaming of traveling to places that he'd like to visit but wasn't able to. He thinks it wouldn't be very Kingdom Hearts like if you aren't able to go wherever you wanted and are instead limited by how far you can walk. So those are some tidbits on Missing Link. Like I said, some of that is repeated stuff we mentioned in the previous video, some of it is brand new or expanded upon. Now I know you guys are waiting for this one, so Kingdom Hearts 4, we got some new stuff on that. Obviously there's still not a ton of information, but a couple things that we can still dive into. Like I said, a couple things may be repeated, some of it is new, some of it is expanded upon. So for Kingdom Hearts 4, they said can't say much about the game right now. It was only shown early to avoid leaks. That's very interesting. So there won't be any news for a while, unfortunately. There won't be any news on Kingdom Hearts at E3 either, which we already talked about, although E3 is not happening, but kind of like that timeline, not this summer, basically. Nomura is saying it now before people jump to conclusions all over the internet, basically. So he's just trying to clarify the air ahead of time. Kingdom Hearts 4, this is very, very early, okay? Again, I gotta stress that it's very early into development. I know a lot of people are probably going to be disappointed by that, but you know, it's just how it is, right? Same thing happened with Kingdom Hearts 3. We got it announced, and then it was a long time before it actually finally came out. We had a few games in between, so you're going to see other games drop in between. You know, we got Dark Road grand finale. Of course, we have Kingdom Hearts, not Kissing Hearts, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. That's going to be coming out later on. We're going to get, of course, the beta this fall. And then whatever else they got planned and whatever. So everything, like we said, that was seen in the trailer was in real time in Unreal Engine 4. We've already mentioned this, but in case you missed it, development is going to be moving to Unreal Engine 5. So this footage is basically being discarded. It was just kind of shown for, again, early, you know, to avoid leaks and all that, like we mentioned previously. When the team sent Nomura the video of the forest, he thought, why are you sending me live action footage? So he thought it was pretty realistic looking, and it does look pretty good, doesn't it? Everybody's been saying how the graphics look really, really good. So one thing is that this takes place after Melody of Memory, memory, which is 1 year after Sora's disappearance in Kingdom Hearts 3. So the kind of what happens, and we're talking about the Remind DLC, right? So between the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and then the Remind DLC, there's like a year that happens in between, and then immediately after the Remind DLC is Memory of Melodies. So that's where basically Kingdom Hearts 4 kind of picks up, right? It kind of picks up after that time skip. You know, Remind DLC happens, Melody of Memory happens, then Kingdom Hearts 4, assumingly, and whatever else we're going to get, you know, kind of in between, you know, the launch of Kingdom Hearts 4 that might fill in some additional gaps. So that hopefully clears that up regarding some of the timeline stuff. The visual style is actually a result of being in Quadratum. So this whole world, that's kind of why the visual style is the way it is. So people are wondering, you know, maybe you're not familiar with Kingdom Hearts and you're wondering, oh, they're just making it more realistic now. No, not necessarily, because obviously we still have the cartoony style, right? As we see with Donald and Goofy at the very end of the trailer. It's specifically Quadratum, which is kind of like an afterlife world. We can get a little bit more into the lore in a different video, but basically it's where some of the characters go, like Strelitzia, for example, who we also see in the trailer, and Sora. They're both there because they both died in their previous world. Again, we can dig deeper in the lore in a different video, but Quadratum is basically kind of like an afterlife, which again, Strelitzia in the trailer, the girl that is in the apartment with Sora, that's what she mentions to him and whatnot. So Donald and Goofy were actually shown at the end to assure everyone that Sora will still appear in the familiar Kingdom Hearts style. So that's actually reassuring. I guess that kind of solidifies the idea that, you know, he will still, you know, go back to his main world. He's just in Quadratum, and we got to find a way how to get back, right? So that's what Kingdom Hearts 4 is probably going to be all about. It's probably going to be about, you know, getting back and whatnot as well. World selection is actually currently in progress. So I guess they're still developing it all, trying to figure out which worlds to include. We've already talked about some of the worlds that we're, you know, pretty sure are going to be in the game in a different video, including some Star Wars worlds, which is pretty crazy. So if you missed that video, again, you can check it out on the channel. We already mentioned this, but the logo was changed because the Dark Seeker saga has concluded, right? Which it concluded with Kingdom Hearts 3. It was tough to settle on the new design, they said. So it's a pretty cool design, but again, this is to indicate the brand new saga. So the two sagas, the Dark Seeker saga, which is concluded, and this new saga, they're all connected. It's all part of the same story. Again, like I've mentioned in a previous video, think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? How everything basically, the Infinity Saga ended with Thanos, right? And that whole conclusion with Endgame, and then it started a new saga, but everything's connected. That's pretty much the same thing. Nomura, like I already mentioned before in a previous video, was torn between Virum Rex, which apparently is not even pronounced Virum, apparently it's pronounced Verum, which is weird. Anyways, or Kingdom Hearts 4 for the next title. We already talked about this, but in the end, they decided to prioritize Kingdom Hearts 4 because it'd be difficult to develop two big console games at the same time, and there were many fans who were worried about Sora. So I guess we're gonna get Verum, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Rex, at a later date, I guess, from what it sounds like. But yeah, so that was the other thing too, is that's how you pronounce Virum Rex. It's actually not Virum, it's Verum. Verum, V-E-R-O-O-M. Weird. It's kind of throwing a wrench into what I thought. But anyways, the narration, here's a really, really big thing. The narration over the Kingdom Hearts Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 segments of the trailer is by the actor of an existing character who was altering his voice, who was doing a different voice basically. Nomura would not reveal who the character is, only confirming that it's not Brain. So if anyone was wondering, it's not Brain. And some people say, well, could it be the Master of Masters? But apparently this is an actor that we've known for quite some time, so I don't think it would be the Master of Masters either. I don't know who it could be, especially the fact that it was in Japanese. If we had an English version, maybe we'd, you know, be able to kind of figure it out a little bit better. I don't know, but either way, apparently the voice actor is someone who plays a character that we've known for a very, very long time. Who is it? Your guess is as good as mine. Could it be Lushu? Could it be someone else? Could it be like gosh, who's I'm trying to blank on the name again. Luxord. Apparently it's pronounced Luxord, but I always said Luxord, and I think everyone did as well. So that's the one I was thinking about. Maybe it's him. I don't know, because we did see him in the kind of ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Was it the Remind DLC? I'm drawing a blank. It's been a minute, but anyways, that's pretty pretty much all the tidbits that we have for Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link. A few more extra things I wanted to cover in this video. If we get any more information, I'll let you guys know. And again, there's still some other stuff we could dive into in the future regarding lore and things like that, because I know a lot of people may be a little bit confused. You know, who's that girl? Like I said, it's Strelitzia, but who is Strelitzia? Maybe you could cover that in a different video if you guys are interested in all that. But keep it locked for more Kingdom Hearts and everything else gaming, my friends. Let me know if I missed anything. I don't think I did, but if I did and you know anything, let us know in the comment section below. Keep it locked. I'll see you guys soon in another one. Till then, my friends, game on. Thanks for watching.